The member from Parkdale High Park.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an honour to stand and to address you, an honour to be in the presence of survivors, and it's an honour to remember those that did not. Certainly on behalf of Andrew Horwath, leader of the New Democratic Party, and all of us, this is a day of remembrance, and it's a day also of recommitment, I believe, a recommitment that this must never, ever happen again. That means a recommitment to civil liberties. It means a recommitment to all to have a voice. And we know that, as we heard already, that some of the first to be rounded up happen to be living in Parkdale High Park right now. Roma people, gypsies, as they were called. Socialists were rounded up. LBGT people were rounded up. And, of course, 6 million Jews were also rounded up and sent to their death. And what's very sad about history since then, in a sense, is that what we forget is not only that this was perpetrated by a group of psychopaths, but that this was perpetrated by lots and lots of ordinary people. Elie Wiesel, and his wonderful work, talks about the banality of evil, the clerks who signed the forms, those who did nothing, the neighbours who watched as their neighbours were being carted away, those people who knew what the trains were carrying, who turned the other way and did nothing and said nothing. That is where evil really resides. That's what we all have to recommit to struggle against, because that same evil is still very present. And I want to tell you, as a United Church minister, this is my third career. As a United Church minister, I say mea culpa on behalf of all Christians, because only about 1% of Christians actually stood by their Jewish brothers and sisters during that period of time. I think of people like Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who paid with his life. Most of the church, and all churches, most of the churches sold you out. And that is something that we need to deal with, that we need to look at every day in our own faith. So it has to do with us still. In fact, the last time before today that I heard reference to the Holocaust was by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I also have one of the largest Tibetan groups living in my riding, and he said he looks to the Jews, really, and to your example, because they now are a community who live in diaspora, who have no homeland. They live in diaspora, and they also see themselves, because of the actions of China on their country called Tibet, that isn't even on the map anymore. They see themselves in affiliation and also send their love. And certainly in working with them, we see the same old themes in humankind resurface, the themes of hatred, the themes of bigotry, the themes of the banality of evil, where good people do nothing and watch crimes perpetrated, sometimes because they're somewhere else and not here in our midst. So certainly on behalf of all New Democrats, on behalf of all of those who love civil liberties, on behalf of all of those people of faith who hold to their faith and not to their religious institutions, to all of those people, to all of them, I say on behalf of us all, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. We are sorry. We are sorry, because we and our ancestors are also implicated in your story. So may this day always recur. May we always remember, and more than remember, may we recommit to it never, ever happening again. Thank you.
Thank you to the members. Reports by committees. Member from Scarborough Rouge River.
Mr.